насекомое поймало другую, типа осу, что ли, жертву. Блин, не фокусируется. О, сфокусировалась. И сейчас будет ее кушать.
Так, вот мы приехали на вот такую мельницу. Ей 200 лет. Сейчас посмотрим, что там внутри. Нам сюда? Мы же правильно идем? Так, чего пишут? Дом мельника. Сарай. Магазин. Что там, сынок? Турс. Мил Турс. Да, вот мы сегодня как раз на туры приехали. Заплатили денежку.
Вот, там она работает, смотри.
Да.
Они меряют.
Да, это...
Воскресенье, первое, третье воскресенье.
Да, потому мы и приехали.
А сегодня не.
Ну вот мы сейчас посмотрим. Это у них магазин при мельнице. А, Ваня, туда нельзя. Это прилавок. Не ходи туда. Смотри, тут разные инструменты. Это чтобы взбивать. Не знаю. Это чтобы молоть. Это такая кофемолка. Это разные инструменты, чтобы пилить, стучать. Разные. Тут и джемы, и чашки. Чего только нет. Да, Ваня знает, что мама любит варенье. Мама, правда, любит варенье. Старинные игрушечки. Кондиционер, да, без кондиционера тут никак. Очень миленько, всякие картиночки, венчики. Разные такие джемики. Чашечки, сладости. Вот такой не едим. Но посмотреть можно. Носочки, крючочки, кошелечки. Как это все здесь любят. Хомуты.
But this wasn't that building. This was built in around 1972. So Fairfax County bought the property in 1965, and that's when it took on its present appearance, starting 1965. And that's when they started to refurbish the mill, which is down there. The miller's house we'll be coming up on is the original house, and let's just keep walking. Very nice. The head rakes, you can see back over there.
Пойдем посмотрим. Вот это
Yes.
вот водичка между двумя стеночками, которая идет в мельницу сейчас.
So you see the hand wheel on the top of that gate. That operates this particular gate. And then if you look at the end of this row of bays, that's the final gate that controls the water to the wheel. And then you can see a curved arm about 3 bays down from this end. That one controls another gate, and if you need to stop the mill quickly, you open that gate and all the water dumps out of the flume, and the mill stops. It doesn't stop immediately, but it stops. So the hardness of the stone is important, and the texture of the stone is important, and so the best stone was considered to be from France. So French burr is what it was called. These are not all French burrs. Some of them are. We're not really sure where these came from. Some from Pennsylvania, some from Georgia, and from France.
Здание мельницы. Пойдем смотреть. Сейчас пойдем. А это мельница. Реальная мельница. Посмотрим все, как это, что это, для чего. Работает. Это вот жернова.
Grinding actually got done. We have 3 stations. These 2 actually have the stones. The third one over there does not have any stones, but it has all the furniture that went with the stones to make the system work.
Жернова, которые крутятся, если их одна на другую положить.
So is this building from 1811 or so?
Yes.
Okay.
The original brickwork, not all of the bricks that you see are original brickwork. That whole side had collapsed.
Yeah.
And so when Fairfax County took it over and refurbished it, that was all made new. They did a pretty good job of duplicating the appearance. But those are all original. You can see the difference in the quality of the brickwork.
It does remind me of Williamsburg. Although they try to make the houses like this too.
So you have to do several things to get your grain into flour. The first thing is you want to clean it, because the farmer could never really do that great a job. Then you want to grind it, and then you want to sift it. So in order to get it from one operation to another, the old way of doing it would be put it in a sack, put it on your shoulder, and walk it over to wherever it was. There is a grain elevator. You can see the little hole in the ceiling over there. That's actually the two wooden doors that will open up. So there's a grain.
Показывает, как элеватор работает.
So yeah, let me walk you.
Вот, молодец, папа. Винтер тянет там внутри. И он поднимает по элеватору. Точнее, наоборот, спускает по элеватору.
So this is the elevator. It's got an up leg and a down leg. Of course, the buckets are empty going down, but this is the full-size elevator. So this is the up going leg, and that's the down going leg. And if you look in here,
Вот здесь такой же ведерочка.
So we can push it gently and see
downtown.
how it all works.
Вот.
It's bigger than I thought it would be.
Yeah, right. Larger, right?
Just does a little bit at a time.
Yep. Okay, so that's an elevator.
Right. No,
Right.
yeah.
Any questions about how things move around?
Там видно колеса.
Это же вижу муху.
Да. Вот элеватор вот сюда вот. Вот. Как они работают.
And the stone that's now sitting up on edge is the runner stone, and it does rotate. And power comes up from the lower floor, drives this bar. The bed stone is sitting down on this bar.
Okay.
And these, let me get my little pointer here. Nope, not there. Okay, so this little point, it's not really a point, it's a spherical hemisphere, fits into that little recess, and these arms fit into these recesses,
Ну, это понятно.
and as that rotates,
Ну, поэтому он кружится, вращается.
and so part of
that's fine.
what the miller has to do is make sure that the stones are close enough to grind, but not so close that they touch.
Right.
And so, in order to grind properly, you have all these furrows. These are the master furrows, but there are also these smaller ones stitching, and as well you have the recesses that I pointed out outside. So you see they're not purely radial, they have some amount of draft. And if you look at the top and the bottom stone, they look like they're cut the same way, but when you turn the runner over, the furrows actually run, I'll say, in reverse. So this is in how the furrows work together to cut the grain and move it to the outside.
That's a good demo.
And so you can see if we were turning in the opposite way, it wouldn't work as well. So that was a problem. That originally, that station used to, they tried getting it to work, but they had the furrows in the wrong direction, so we don't use. You put the hopper, and you get the grain into the hopper. So if you were going to do it, one bag of grain, you put it on your shoulder and put the grain into the hopper, and away you go. Otherwise, you would depend on a chute like this coming down from above.
Yeah, I didn't expect this size. Oh my. Какое большое колесо. Это водяная мельница, то есть не ветряная, а водяная. Огромное колесо. Полтора этажа с домом. О, воду слышно. Вот она потихонечку капает, потому что закрыто сейчас. Она сейчас работает только по воскресеньям. Это веялка. Это веялка по-нашему. Вот туда засыпается зерно.
So you pour the grain in here. The screens sort of separate the grain. You know what it means, the winnow?
Вручную делали.
Okay, so the grain is sort of separated out, and then the airflow, because of the fan, blows the chaff out.
Тут еще
And
вентилятор есть.
grain, and then the big stuff gets caught by the smaller screens, and the clean grain comes out the bottom.
Вот оно колесо.
So this is the tail race.
Речка.
Water comes over the wheel.
Ой, сколько тут
The
этажей.
bucket's empty at the bottom, and then it goes out to
Мы сейчас снимем.
Holden Run, eventually to Holden Run. And it drives through these arms. It drives this gear, called the greater face gear. And the greater face gear engages with this gear called wallower. And the wallower drives this shaft, and this shaft drives the lesser face gear, and the lesser face gear drives the stone nut, and the stone nut is attached to the stone spindle. And down here is the bottom of the spindle, where all the weight of the stone is carried down through the stone spindle, right down to here. So the stone spindle is sitting on this piece of wood.
Which doesn't turn, but that's just there to hold the weight.
It doesn't turn, but it does lift up and down.
Okay.
So that's part of the lever system. This bar is connected to, let's see, where is it? It's hard to see, unfortunately, because of where it is.
Well, and if it goes up and down, is it adjusting the fineness of the grain?
It's adjusting, right, the distance between the two stones.
Okay.
Это дом мельника.
О, знаешь такой? Аня, смотри.
Мы тут можем все потрогать.
Это шарик какой.
Кроме пианино сказали.
И зеркало.
Assim,
И зеркало.
Проектовый.
Да, такая игрушка называется «Лестница Иакова».
Это?
Такой хороший.
hello.
Hello. How are you?
Very good. How are you?
Welcome to the Miller's house.
Thanks.
Это... Do you know how to play this toy?
Yes. So it's
I haven't look.
it's got a knot in it. Hold on.
Oh, it's a projector.
Right, so this room is 1890s. The room over there is 1810. So they're set up to be, give you an idea of how people would have lived during those time periods.
Мгм.
And the furniture and the
Лестница Иакова. Традиционная игрушка. Ну, сейчас большие девочки лет 20 не могли справиться. Ванюшка играет.
Channel it pulled out. Wow, 97.
Шикарная игрушка. Фиджет-той практически, да, Ванюшка? Хорошая игрушка. Можно самому сделать легко. Да, отличная, да? В другую сторону. В другую сторону.
the photographs that are in here are actually of the family that lived in this house. One of the families. No, the time. I've got the mother and
But
father.
then you lose that stuff.
And they ran the mill.
And you probably have to reinvent it when you're in that circumstance.
Столики.
And those are their daughters.
Что это? 1910-е годы.
It's the way they took the picture. I mean, sure, they were probably fine, but it was, don't smile.
Тебе понравилось, да?
Yeah,
You couldn't hold it. You couldn't hold the
It
smile
takes
that long.
forever. I guess it did. It took forever for, yeah, I guess so. That's right.
Видишь?
Вышли на
Мама с
парковку.
олененком.
Идем на парковку такие, идем, никого не трогаем.
Видишь, малыш? За ней.
Вот как тут теперь пойдешь на парковку?
Пойдем,
Стоят тут красивые.
Конечно, убегу. Она не похожа. Она как кузина на свой. А они прям идут. Видишь, благородная олень.
Пойдем
За мамой
помочь.
побежим.